But when you come to spiritual awakening, spiritual enlightenment, you know, we can investigate why we face the conflict. You know, what's the reason behind this fight? If you start to think like this, then we can encounter that, because of the preference we hold, because of the certain belief we hold, you know, we can figure out that holding on to certain belief and preferences is making us fight with the world. And once we see, you know, because of certain belief and preference, there's a fight, then we can investigate why we hold on to this belief, why this belief is important. And that way we can figure out the further layers behind that, that trigger point, And freedom is about, especially the mental freedom is about going further back on our boundary, further back on our belief that we maintain, the preference that we maintain. And that's the way to see the fear, the fear of uncertainty, the fear of something, And once we see the fear, we have to also investigate on the fear. We have to dismantle the fear by tracing the fear backward. And that's the way to go all the way to the no mind. And no mind is, true freedom in a spiritual context. So the outer conflict, is a way, to figure out the root cause of the conflict. And if you go further back on the root, is the way to be spiritually free. As I mentioned in the previous video, in lots of my videos, that we can go inward. We can create an inward journey from any situation in our lives, and investigating on the conflict, which happens all the time. And because of that conflict, we create so much drama in our own head, and we stress ourselves with that conflict. And, investigating on the day-to-day life conflict, can be a good, good way to see the causes, the cause of the conflict. And again, if you investigate further on the root, that is the way to, be free within. And when we understand ourselves through the investigation, when we understand the nature